Welcome back once again, viewers, to this beautiful ground here in Abu Dhabi. We are in Tolerance Over, where we bring you UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. And we are all set for quarterfinal number 2, which is going to be played between TVSL Vision Shipping against CSS Group. Another exciting game lined up for our viewers. Well, we don't have much time in our hands, so let's head down in the middle, where we have Asghar Khan with the two captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Welcome to another exciting contest. It's the second quarterfinal of UPro Ramadan Rumble. It's the VN Shipping taking on CSS Group, the two captains, Malik Nadeem, Alban Elias alongside me, and the match referee is Mr. Akbar Ali. We are all set with the flip of the coin from Nadeem. Heads is a call from Alban Elias.
It's a tail.
It's a tail. Nadeem, टॉस जीत गए हैं, क्या डिसाइड किया है?
पहले बैटिंग करेंगे हम लोग.
कल काफ़ी शुरू में विकेटें गिरी थी, लेकिन अच्छा रिकवर किया, तो इस गेम में अच्छी प्रिपरेशन के साथ आ रहे हैं आप.
जी इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि बैट्समैन जो है वो जिम्मेदारी से खेलें, तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे 180 190 तक टारगेट देंगे.
आज से कुछ चेंज है टीम में?
नहीं, सेम टीम है.
Go well, Nadeem. Give us a good game. Alban, lost the toss. What you would have done if you won the toss?
Actually, we are also planning to bat first, but no worries. We will take this as an opportunity to restrict them to a low total and chase it down.
You played some very good cricket as a team. This is a knockout game. Does it add extra bit of pressure?
Not really. We are taking every game as a serious, and we are really looking forward to this game. And we are like just take it as a normal game and play like we are.
Go well. All the best. Give us a good game. Thank you. That was Alban Elias with his thoughts. And the news from the center is that VN Shipping, they have won the toss and they've opted to bat first.
Thank you very much, Asghar Khan. So the confirmation coming in from the center, TVSL Vision Shipping have won the toss, and they had absolutely no hesitations to be batting first. And even CSS, the captain, he also wanted to bat first on this belter of a track. Well, let's quickly have a look at TVSL. That's the playing lineup. It's Khalid Shah, the left-handed stylish batter. Rizwan CP was the player of the match. Mind you, the last game was Zair Khan, the left-arm speedster. Mohammad Nadeem, he's had a great outing so far in this tournament. Mohammad Rohid, exceptional bowler. Nasir Faraz. Adib Usmani, destructive right-handed batter. Safir Tariq, we know what havoc he can create if he gets going. Uzair Man. Saqib Mahmood, the captain, leading from the front. And Daniel Liaquat, a new inclusion, the left-arm spinner. He's been added in the all-important quarter-final. Talking about Team CSS, another balanced-looking side. Abhiram Ritwik, Ranjit Mani, the captain, Albin Alias, Rais Ahmed. Hasn't really got going in this tournament, but today he's got a great opportunity to score some runs. Rajat Ganesh, Haider Razzaq. What a fine talent this right-arm speedster is. Navodya Vijayakumara, Danis Sarhadi, Nipun Babu, the left-arm spinner. Zishan Nasir, the speedster. Watch out if he starts throwing thunderbolts. And Keshav Sharma, the spinner as well. So quite a balanced looking side. If we talk about CSS, they've got some top quality batters. They've got excellent all-rounders in their side. And we're expecting to have a brilliant game and a good little contest between two very, very good sides here in the UAE domestic circuit. Talking about the journey of TVSL, mind you, the second team in this tournament who have not lost a game so far. And they would want to just continuing their winning form by winning this quarter-final and try to reach in the next round semi-finals. We already have our first semi-finalist, who are Karwan CC. Saqib Mahmood there on your screen. A fine talent. He's had a brilliant tournament so far, not only with the bat, also with the ball. He bowled beautifully yesterday, was taking the ball away from the right-handers, picked up important wickets, and also he was on the verge of picking up a hat-trick. And alongside him, another fine talent, Khalid Shah. We know how destructive he can be early on in the first 6 overs. He doesn't really need much introduction from Malak. I think he's a pretty much well-known figure here in the UAE. And we know that Khalid Shah, if he gets going in the first 6 overs, will be in for plenty of excitement. Zishan Nasir steaming in for the first time. And Once again, that's been the story of Zishan Nasir in this tournament. Once again, starts off with a waiver delivery down the leg side, and 4 leg buys awarded straight away. And Ranjit Mani, the captain, straight away getting into the act, having a word with Zishan Nasir. It has been a poor form for Zishan Nasir. He has been struggling. He's been trying to bowl too quick. We've seen him offering a lot of wides, a lot of 5 wides as well. And yet again, it's not the best of starts. It's a chilly evening here in Abu Dhabi. And the players out there, they're not pretty much used to these conditions. It's extremely cold. Hits it down the ground. Right approach by Saqib Mahmood, the captain, trying to play it down the ground with a straighter bat. Because we know Zishan Nasir, he does tend to bring the ball in sharply onto the right-handers. Gets that exaggerated movement of the seam in the air as well. With the new ball, he is threatening. He does tend to look to pick up wickets early on. But in this tournament, he's been just a little off color. This has hurried on to him. And so lucky. This could have been the first wicket and so close to Rajat Ganesh. It has been a roller coaster of a journey for CSS. They've played 3 games so far in this tournament. They have won 1, they've lost 2, but they've lost those 2 games with a narrow margin. They haven't lost big by huge margins. That is what has made them a place in the quarterfinals. They're playing against one of the top quality sides, TVSL. It's not going to be easy. And talking about from the perspective of CSS bowlers, they'll need to pick up early wickets. Try to get Khalid and Saqib Mahmood early, because these two, we know, once they get their eye in the middle, they will be really making the bowlers pay. I was just mentioning about Zishan Nasir on regards to his struggle with the lines in this tournament, and yet again trying to bowl too quick, and once again has given that as a wide. So maybe he might just be held back, and you can bring him after the 6 overs once the ball gets old, because clearly with the new ball he's been struggling to control the swing. Yeah, that's much better. That's a good delivery. Shaping away from Khalid Shah. It was more like a nervous poke by Khalid. Was a bit tentative in 2 minds whether to play the shot, whether to leave it in the end. Just hanging his bat onto the ball, and was very close to getting an outside edge. TBSL just last night winning their last group game against ALS Superstars. ALS Superstars, of course, have been knocked out of the tournament. We have our first semi-finalists. It is Karwan Sisi who have already cemented their spot. Oh, lovely delivery. That is a beautiful ball. And this is the Zishan Nasir we know. And consistency is the key. If he can be consistent by bowling in those channels, I'm sure he will find a lot of success. So the batters haven't really got going in this over. It's just the extras which he's given 4 leg buys, a wide. Apart from that, he's only given 2 runs. He's got a slip in place, rightfully so. He's getting that nice little movement. Oh, sharp bumper, surprising Khalid Shah. It's a good fiery ball to close out the first over. 6 for no loss. It's going to be the speedster Haider Razak. Well, what a phenomenal journey this tall man has had so far. Remember, one of the games he gave 6 runs, picked up a few wickets in a span of 4 overs. That's incredible bowling performance. A very, very handy bowler. And he will be asking a few questions. And I think it's the right time now to introduce you once again to my co-com Asghar Khan. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Awais Ali. You're talking about Haider Razak. He's really come of age in the last 6 months or so. Good cricketer. Can bat as well. Tall and gets that steep bounce straight away on a length. Perfect delivery to start off. Well, they'll be hoping to pick a few wickets. Yesterday, in the last encounter, we were shipping against ALS. They found wanting in the first half an hour of the game. 4 down for 25. It was Rizwan CP who rescued them. They don't want any hiccup here in a knockout game at the top of the order.
Yeah, they could have afforded to do that in a group game because they've already qualified last night. But today, the story is different. You lose, you snooze. You will be out of the tournament. That's a good delivery once again. And Saqib Mahmood, clearly we can see he's trying to take the charge against Haider Razak, which I personally don't think it's the right approach. Haider Razak, he bowls with a lot of pace, and Saqib Mahmood, let's see how he operates and how he goes about.
Well, that's the way he plays. He clears his front leg in. If it's in his arc, he likes to go for it. Beats him. Good stuff. Missed out on that cut shot there, Saqib, and he knows it.
Yeah, you're right, Asghar Khan. That is his natural gameplay, which is look for big strokes. But at times, you can't just close your eyes and move away, create room, and just try to slog each and every ball. You need to respect the good deliveries. And Haider Razak, mind you, he's a tall man. He bowls with a lot of pace, bounce, and pitches at those excellent areas. Gets the early swing early on.
This time he gets hold of it. Similar sort of delivery. This time a little bit of extra bounce, and he's just carved that one away over point before.
Getting a little predictable now, Haider. Once again, banging it short. And Saqib Mahmood, he was waiting. He knew it's coming short to him. And look at how he's latched onto it. Clearing his front leg. And has absolutely smashed this towards the cover region for a boundary. And that'll give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, that's the way he plays. He likes to hit boundaries up front. I think Haider just got to find that in-between length. That's quick as well. This time he goes for a pull shot, gets beaten. And that extra zip off the track.
Well, when you have this kind of a height with this space, and also you have got a nice high arm action, that's where you can really afford to be bowling a little fuller to Saqib Mahmood. Because yes, more often than not, you will beat the bat of these batters. But then again, these are not wicket-taking deliveries. Try to bowl it a little fuller and see what happens. Once again, shot. This is in the air. And very close to Rais Ahmed, who couldn't really reach on that.
Well, that should have been taken. Yeah. He needed to be a lot more switched on. Opportunity goes bagging for CSS. 12 for none after 2.
looking to be aggressive at the moment. Both the batters, Khalid and Saqib Mahmood. Nishan steaming it once again, and look at that exaggerated bit of movement, and look at how quickly that's gone towards the boundary. That was a quick delivery.
It was a quick delivery, and Khalid looking to hit him off the length, gets beaten. And also that little bit of movement, little bit of wobble, it's past the batter. Oh, that one just went the other way around, and the wicketkeeper had no clue at the end. But that sort of length, again, we have questioned that numerous occasions. With the new ball on this surface, it's pretty much new ball wicket. There's nothing for the bowlers. Once that ball loses his shine early on, that lacquer first 5-6 overs, that's the time to take wickets. Banging it into the surface. You've got to look to hit that top of off stump channel. The captain has got to slip in. Got to make him drive.
Yeah, on regards to this topic, where to pitch the ball with the new ball, me and you, Asghar Khan, we've been really talking about this and having long conversations and debate as to where you need to bowl with the new ball. And the bowlers, they have been really persistent to be bowling short, and they haven't found much success. Once again, it's a short delivery and a dot ball.
Yeah, you can get away with few dot balls, but again, backs the question. These are not wicket-taking deliveries. More or less, the grass on this surface, new ball is very, very important. You pick up 3 wickets in the power play, 90% of the time you go on to win games. That's a big incentive to have.
Once again, bangs it short, goes over the inner fielders, and we'll get a couple of more runs. Khalid Shah opens his account with these 2 runs, so the short ball is really not working at the moment. Need to really look to pick up wickets by pitching it a little fuller. You need to have that aggressive approach and attacking mindset when you're playing such a big game, because CSS, mind you, they were dependent on the other results of the games to go their way, which it did. Fortunately, they did qualify for the quarterfinals, and they're playing one of the best teams here, TVSL. So you have to really come out with that positive intent and aggressive approach. That right, we are here to win. Pitch the ball up, have a couple of slips in place, have a catching cover, and go all out.
This one has been sliced away. It's a huge one. Once again, the length and the width is the problem, and Khalid Shah signature stroke sliced away over backward point for 6.
I think it just sums up the story for Zishan Nasir. He is not learning from his mistake. Once again, bangs it short, and Khalid Shah is so strong in those areas in the offside region, and his eyes lit up the moment he saw that ball shot. Came down the track and has middled this and smashed it for a maximum.
What do you do next? He's got to be targeting those stumps. Round the wicket, got to tuck him up for room. Just like that. At least you're giving yourself the chance. Squeezed away on the offside for a single. Good delivery to finish. 25 for 9 after 3. 25 for none after 3 overs. The opening burst from CSS group is not really up to the mark. Not hitting those perfect areas consistently enough. Run the wicket had the Razak. Shot again. And he's gone up and over the covers. Open face. He's an open face slapper, Khalid Shah. You give him width, you're asking for trouble.
Absolutely, they're just feeding him where he really likes it. That is his favorite shot. He waits for the bowlers to bowl anything short towards the offside channel. And we saw what he did to Zishan Nasir and Heather Razak also doing the same. Just beyond my understanding, Heather Razak, such a quality bowler. He too is opting to bang in short. Maybe Ranjit Mani and the management and team CSS, they have a plan, they have a strategy, who knows. But so far, it's not really going in their favor. Once again, banged in short. And it's going to be a dot delivery. So, no wickets have fallen. That is good news for TVSL. And I think they really should have taken a leaf out of the notebook of the bowlers of TVSL. Last night, we saw Saqib Mahmood, beg your pardon. He bowled beautifully. Was pitching the ball up. Military, medium pace, nothing fancy, nothing special, just getting the basics right, using the new ball to its full potential. He saw there was something in the surface and he made life tough for the opening batters in getting quick wickets.
Absolutely. 27 without loss at this stage of the game. Let's have a look at the field. He's got square cut, he's got square leg back on the ropes, and he's got a wideish third man. So both fielders are, the protection is on square of the wicket on either side. That is a very good delivery. Unlucky is Heather Razak. Inside edge pass, leg stump for 4.
Well, there you go. The moment he's opted to pitch it a little fuller, he's got Khalid Shah into a bit of a tangle. Lucky escape, inside edge, off day, could have really gone onto the stumps. But fortune favouring the brave, Khalid Shah, he's up and running. Couldn't really contribute in the last game against ALS Superstars, but he's already gotten a start. And this is ominous signs here for TVSL. Such a crunch game. It's a knockout game. A team who loses, that's it. It's the end of their journey. So there's a lot at stake for both the sides. Fuller delivery once again, that inside edge. That's a better approach by Heather.
Yeah, obviously, by bowling full and at the stumps, you're giving yourself the maximum chance of picking up wickets. And those 3 stumps are planted there for a reason as a bowler. I mean, if you can hit them, or you hit the batter in front of those stumps, you're in business. Bowling away from the stumps, it provides them that room. There you go again, good delivery, cramped him for room, length was perfect. That's where they need to be.
Yeah, I can't really recall in a span of 3.5 I have seen any ball targeted on the stumps. Zishan Nasir was bowling short, even Heather Razak, he's bowled short. Just the last couple of deliveries, he's now opted to change his length, which is the right approach. Try to bowl it full, let the batter play, make him drive. But that hasn't been the case in TVSL. They're up and running, they're off to a good start. Last delivery. Beautifully bowled. It's going to be a dot delivery to close out the 4th over. 32 for no loss. Well, it seems like they have introduced spin pretty much early in this innings, and rightfully so, because Zishan Nasir, he was struggling. So, right down finger spinner comes in straight away, loud appeal. That's gone onto the leg side. So, I think it's the right approach. Saqib Mahmood, we know he will try to look for the big shots. There will be opportunity coming your way. And also Abhiram will, of course, take the ball away from the left-hander Khalid Shah.
Fuller in length, takes it on the full and pass mid-off for a boundary. He's such a positive player. At times, he's touch unorthodox but mighty effective, Khalid Shah.
I think it's just a treat to watch when Khalid Shah gets going. Look at that. It's a proper cricketing stroke, showing the full face of the bat. A low full toss. He's not going to miss out on these kind of deliveries. So not the best of starts by Abhiram Ritwik and TVSL Shipping. They are up and running. Goes high. It's going towards the point region. Might just look for the second. And Khalid Shah, he is lightning quick between the stumps. Will get it easily.
Again looking to open up the offside. He's got this unique ability to open the face, square of the wicket. Gives himself room. The idea is right. He's looking to hit with the angle, with the spin. There's not much spin on offer, but he's looking to hit through the offside. This time he's gone across the line, inside edge to short fine.
I think it was there to be hit. It was in the slot for Khalid Shah. He wanted to hit that a little too hard. Getting an inside edge. Fuller deliveries missed out once again. So a couple of deliveries which should have been dispatched have been dot deliveries instead.
Good comeback. He's just cramping him for room there. Not a big spinner of the ball, Abhiram Ritwik. Just sliding on with the arm here. Mid-off is up. It'll be a lot safer shot for Khalid to go downtown. Again goes across the line. This is good stuff. And for a decent over, considering he was bowling in the power play. 5 overs gone. 38 were the outlaws.
Well, there's going to be a change of ends for Zishan Nasir. Bowling his third over. Short delivery. Clearly we can see Saqib Mahmood. He was beaten by pace.
We opted to go with Zishan Nasir for the third over. It's really important over here at the back end of this power play. Last over of the field restrictions up in the ring. Saqib Mahmood 7 of 11. Khalid Shah 22 of 20. In terms of run rate, CSS, they will feel they've done well. It will be icing on the cake if they can pick up a wicket or two here.
That's a much better delivery, and Saqib Mahmood playing it away from his body. And clearly we can see that he is struggling against the pace of Zishan Nasir, who bowls in the late 130s. And that's a much better length. If we can just adjust his line slightly, bowl it a little straighter, try to target the stumps, there is a high possibility he might just knock Saqib Mahmood, because he's not really comfortable with the space of Zishan Nasir at the moment.
This time he goes short, follows him. That's a wonderful shot from Saqib. But not great bowling once again. He's been on the shorter side and he pays the price.
Well, that just sums up the story for Zishan Nasir. He's been brought from the other end and he's struggling from this end as well. Short, and Saqib, don't ball him there. He's very strong. And he said, I'm going to take you down for a boundary. So after bowling 2 good deliveries, he's gone back to his basics by bowling short deliveries.
Actually, that is his natural length. He's a hit the deck hard sort of bowler who wants to bowl a little short, but on this surface, he needs to be a lot fuller. That is better. And that has gone through everybody. 4 byes.
Nothing seems to be working for Zishan Nasir. Once again, drifting onto the leg side, not targeting the stumps. And I don't really blame the keeper. It was always going to go away from him. It's turning out to be a handy over for TVSL. 46 for no loss. This is a tremendous start. They're up and running. And CSS, they are short of answers at the moment. Ranjit Mani will really have to put his thinking cap on. I don't really think Zishan will get another over unless and until he picks up a wicket. But he might be just held back and brought back later on in this innings.
Gives himself room, another inside edge. Expensive over coming in from Zishan. Decent start in terms of run rate, just 8 runs per over, but the VN Shipping, they'll be mighty pleased. They haven't lost a wicket. And they've seen off the new ball with a strong batting lineup. Yesterday, they recovered to 153 from one stage 25 for 4. So today, things have been a lot better. The openers putting up this partnership. That will allow the middle order and the lower middle order to have a free license. They can eye a score of around 200 from here onwards.
Short once again. Khalid Shah is missed out. Dot delivery to close out the 6th over and the power play. It's 47 for no loss. That's a good start here for TVSL Vision Shipping, but they haven't really ran away with the show. We've seen a few streaky boundaries coming in. Saqib Mahmoodi goes big. It's long, it's high, it's a maximum. For a moment I thought Haider Razak was in business. It was really hit from the middle of the bat, coming down the track and straight away putting pressure on Abhiram Ritwik. He bowled beautifully in the first over. But Saqib Mahmood, the captain, has decided he's going to take charge now. That's a good delivery and equally well played. For a moment, Saqib Mahmood wanted to launch once again, but just at the last split of the second decided it's a good ball. And just pushing it for a dot. Steps down, hits it hard towards cow corner. Haider Razak patrolling in that area. This is a good little start for TVSL Vision Shipping. Both the batters are now off, up and running. Have gotten their starts, would now want to convert this into something big. Either of these two. And the privilege for TVSL Vision Shipping is that they bat so deep. They've got a lot of batters. There's still Rizwan CP, of course, the player of the match in the last encounter. Came out at a situation where his team was 24 for 4. And then came Rizwan CP, played a magnificent knock, scored 77 odd runs. So yeah, there's Rizwan, there's Mohammad Nadeem, there's Nasir Faraz, Adib Usmani, Safir Tariq, Uzair Man, Daniel Liaquat. My word, They're playing their full strength today. And then this is where now Saqib and Khalid will now have the privilege and the license to start going big from the word go. There's no need to hang around. Just need to keep up with the momentum because they bat really, really deep, except from Mohammad Rohit. Hit hard once again along the carpet. Will be a single to close out the 7th over. It's 56 for no loss. Well, it was time now that we would have seen Nipun Babu being introduced, and here he is, bowling his first over. Lovely delivery, and was that a chance? And straight away, bowling in the perfect channel here, Nipun Babu. It's not a big turner of the ball, and we have seen that the pitch is not really offering much spin. But Nipun Babu, he's a wily old fox. He knows how to bowl in these conditions, knows where to pitch the ball, reads the batter right till the end, and makes every delivery unpredictable, which is quite mind-boggling. So a lot is going to be dependent on the shoulders of Nipun Babu. You need his expertise and experience to come to light against TVSL now. This is going to be a challenge because Nipun will bring the ball into Khalid Shah, and Khalid really loves to play left-hand bowlers. He really fancies his chances. Beautifully ball. So far, this is a decent start here for Nipun Babu. TVSL. They've got all 10 wickets intact. Bowled him. That is a very good delivery. Quicker, flatter onto the stumps. And he has hit the timber. So Khalid Shah, after getting a good start, playing runner ball 23, perishes. Wasn't there to be cut. He tried to create room, and this is where Nipun Babu opted to fire onto the stumps. Look at that. Nicely bowled. And kept slightly low, deceiving Khalid Shah. Timely wicket coming in for CSS. Khalid Shah will have to depart after scoring a handy knock of 23. It's 57 for 1. Mohammad Nadeem makes his way in the centre at a very important position, number 3. And I think CSS, they have done well here. By no means TVSL, they have ran away with the show. 57, and we are into the 8th over, and all of a sudden now the boundaries have dried up. Runs are difficult to come by. This is where now CSS should really look to be a little aggressive in their approach and try to pick up a few more wickets. It's a very good wicket to bat on. And during the toss, both the captains, they wanted to bat first on this wicket. Lucky TVSL captains won the toss, winning the Dawson batting first. Well, this is skied up in the air. Is this a chance? This could be the second one. And it is Ranjit Mani, the captain, one of the safest fielders in the house. He's not going to drop those. So another set batter has to walk back. It was first Khalid Shah. Now, following his footsteps, is the captain. What a turnaround to this game. Lovely delivery. Onto the stumps. Pitched in a perfect length. And Ranjit Mani has taken a beautiful catch, diving forward. Kept his eyes on the ball. And the second wicket has gone down. And all of a sudden, CSS will believe they've got a real chance to keep them to a low total. It's 58 for 2 after 8. Oh, once again, Rizwan CP, he finds himself in a situation where his team needs him. Even yesterday, when they were 28 for 4, Rizwan CP coming in and steadying the ship, weathering the storm. There was a lot of pressure when he walked in. He absorbed all the pressure, took the matters in his own hands, and took his team to victory in the end. Was the player of the match, mind you. And yet again, his services are definitely going to be required, and that too in this crunch quarterfinal. All of a sudden, this is a good performance and a good show by the bowlers of team CSS. Wasn't the best of starts by the fast bowlers, Zishan and Heather, when they were bowling in tandem. Were bowling too short, offering a lot of width. But since Abhiram, Nipun Babu, those two have come in, things have slowed down a bit. Runs are difficult to come by. The ball slightly holding in the surface as well. And what an inclusion. Keshav Sharma makes it into the playing 11. Another handy left arm bowler. He's got a slip in place. That's good to see. Ranjit Mani, of course, we know he's a very aggressive captain. He knows and he assesses the situations so well in the middle, knowing that he's already picked up 2 wickets. That's where he will really look to put the lid on the scoring. Nicely pushed away towards long on. The mid-wicket fielder had to do a lot of work. He had to cover a lot of distance. Does well in the end. Singles is not really going to harm Team CSS. On the other end, both two new batters are in the middle, so need to build up a partnership. They are in a rebuilding phase. So you won't really expect either of these two batters will look to go big, at least till the next 3 to 4 overs. And this is where CSS can really have the advantage to try and pick up another wicket by flighting the ball, entice the batter to play a few big shots. So it's a very interesting stage and a passage of play we are witnessing. It's pretty even Steven so far. I think CSS, I just have this belief that they're having an upper hand at the moment. After such a good start by TVSL, they didn't lose a wicket in the power play. And all of a sudden in the last over, losing both their openers, Khalid Shah first, and then Saqib Mahmood trying to play a big shot, trying to play 2 shots too many, perishing. 3 runs only coming in. Last delivery. It's bowled extremely well. Punched away towards cover. Slight bit of misfield will allow Rizwan to come back easily for the second. Good over though by Keshav. Only 5 is what he's given. It's 9 gone, 63 for 2. What a magnificent start to his spell. Nipun Babu picking up 2 important wickets and putting his team into a commanding position. Steps down the ground. Is going towards the boundary. That's a brave shot by Nadeem. Stepping down, using his feet and hitting it hard towards the cow corner region for a boundary. And I don't really think Nipun Babu is going to mind that. That was a beautiful delivery and almost deceived him. But Nadeem getting plenty of bat on this one. It's gone towards the boundary. So this is going to be a good little contest. Nadeem, we know he really likes to play a few shots in the center. If it's there to be hit, he will go after the bowling. Steps down once again. He is looking to be aggressive here, Nadeem. He's making his intentions pretty clear. I think maybe that the strategy and the planning is that Nadeem will look to play a few shots in the center and Rizwan CP can just stay in the middle. Play the role of a second fiddle, stay right till the end, because Rizwan, we know, he can just shift gears whenever is required. And this is where a contest lies, a battle within a battle. And CSS won't really mind Nadeem playing these kind of shots coming down the track. This has been worked away towards the fine leg region. It's racing away towards the boundary. It's a smart shot by Rizwan. He saw it was marginally short and he waited, went down on one knee and saw a huge real estate towards the fine leg region between fine leg and square leg. There's a big gap and has placed it to perfection for a boundary. So it's turning out to be quite a handy over. Already 9 have been picked up. And this is where I think they will just try to take a couple of more singles, not try to be over aggressive. Straying down the leg side will only be a single. So they have gotten 12 runs and Nadeem should be a little careful now, because twice we have seen him using his feet coming down the track. On both the occasions it wasn't really timed well. It didn't come off the bat so well. But this is very, very smart batting by Nadeem. He knows he's gotten the runs, so he's not really going after the bowling. And they have gotten 13 in the 10th over. We're halfway through. It's 74 for 2. Keshav Sharma to continue with the second over. Was economical in his first. And clear signs coming in from Nadeem that he's going after the spinners. Couple of boundaries to his name in the last over. Cut away nicely. That's a good delivery once again. He's getting some purchase and some turn. There is signs of dew. He's trying to dry the ball. So the dew has truly and surely arrived. This is hit really, really hard. And good bit of fielding in the end. We'll get a couple of more runs. So it's a good little partnership now being built. Nadeem and Rizwan CP, 2 experienced campaigners. They've been around with Team TVSL for a long, long time. And this was desperately needed. Ranjit Mani, he's got something to say. He's gone to Keshav Sharma and has given him some advice. Cut away once again, only a single. So Keshav, he's bowling well. Even Nipun Babu, he didn't really bowl all that badly. Just that one delivery which drifted onto the leg side, and Rizwan CP cashing onto an opportunity. So what are the options now Ranjit Mani has? He still has Navodia, who bowls extremely well. Rais Ahmed, he's a part-time bowler, but he's a genuine wicket taker. More often than not gets you those important breakthroughs. So those two could be brought into consideration soon. And also Ranjit Mani, we know he's a handy bowler himself. So we'll have to wait and see if Nipun Babu is going to get one more over, or he's going to be held back, brought in later into the attack. Have to wait and see what's in store. What's the captain thinking in the middle? It's hit hard once again towards deep mid wicket. Only a single, so it's turning out to be a quiet over. Only 4 runs coming in. And Keshav, he's doing a decent job so far. Just keeping things very simple. What I really like about Keshav is lengths have been so persistent. He's so disciplined when it comes to his lengths. He would want to try to make this over big. He goes hard. That's a sensational hit. What a delightful stroke coming in from the blade of Nadeem, which was turning out to be a quiet over. Nadeem ensured gets a boundary and converts this over into 8 runs. It's 11 gone, 82 for 2. Well, I was just discussing the same thing, that we might just see a change in the bowling. He had options. Navodia, Rais, Ranjit himself, he's gone to Rais, the part-timer. And as I said in the last over, he's a genuine wicket taker. He does get you those important breakthroughs, and they are in a desperate need of a breakthrough. Short delivery, it's been hit hard towards deep square, only a single. Now this is going to be a battle within a battle. Rais Ahmed to Nadeem, both these cricketers, they know each other so well off the field. They know their strengths and weaknesses. And of course Nadeem, his role is defined, and that is to play those aggressive shots. So this is a good little contest we are going to witness. He's taken a single and he's brought Rizwan CP back on strike. They're going along well now, TVSL. They did go quiet early on, but then that over of Nipun Babu bringing them back in the game. Rizwan, he goes big, it's in the air. Oh, he's done extremely well. That is brilliant stuff in the deep. There you go, the acknowledgement coming in from the keeper, from Rais Ahmed, because he knows he has certainly saved 5 runs for his team. Excellent work out in the deep. And these are the little moments in the game which really uplifts the camp. Terrific stop. Oh my word, how did that miss the leg stump? Agonizingly close. And also keeping a little low. That he needs to be a little careful in the middle, not to play too away from his body. Oh, what a beautiful ball that was. I think he just got some part of the bat. Otherwise, a genuine case of stumping was there. So Raisi's done well. Rizwan CP playing runner ball. He's already gotten his eye in the middle. We might just see Rizwan CP shifting gears in the next over or so. Beautiful ball once again, targeting the stumps, keeping a little low as well. And only 5 runs is what he's given Rais Ahmed. So terrific start. It's 87 for 2 after 12.
Nicely worked away on the onside. Rizwan CP once again looking in good nick here. And this partnership is promising. And they have done the hard work here by getting themselves in. And getting yourself in is important, but it's more important when you consume those deliveries. You convert that start into a big one. That's what we in shipping will be hoping. Nipan Babu has been superb. 2 wickets for 14. He's varied his pace nicely. Good stuff coming in from Nipan Babu. Round the wicket. He's a superb bowler. Been around for a long time for CSS Group. They rely heavily on him through those middle overs. Use of the feet, inside out. Have a look at the shot. This is special. This is Rizwan CP at his very, very best. High class shot from a high class player. Look at the use of the feet. Nothing wrong with the delivery. This is gorgeous. Inside out. Absolutely tremendous shot from Rizwan CP. He's a class act. Nice punch off the back foot. That is really special to watch Rizwan CP in full flight, because he can hurt you through such strokes. He's a batsman who doesn't need a bad delivery to score runs. He can convert good deliveries into run scoring balls. That one spun a little bit. Nadeem was wondering perhaps for a wide delivery, but that one spun off the straight. Cuts. Doesn't beat backward point. Dot ball to finish. 13 gone, 96 for 2. Race continuing here. Quicker delivery. Decent first over from him. He's here to do a job here. They will do well to contain them around 160. For that to happen, they need to pick up wickets because it's a strong batting lineup. He's knocked him over. Well. Rizwan CP was playing so well. That was a pity ordinary shot from Rizwan. Normally we don't associate such reckless stroke right across the line. It was too full to be able to play that shot through mid-wicket. Race breakthroughs. Big wicket here for CSS. 96 for 3. 96 for 3. In comes the left-hander Daniel Liaquat, who is a dangerous player in that middle order. Left-hander, can hit the ball long way. Quicker delivery there from Race. Daniel Liaquat is a good cricketer. They've strengthened that middle order further with the inclusion of Daniel. That will also boost their bowling stocks for VN Shipping. Quality left arm spinner as well. Hits the ball hard with the bat. That's excellent fielding. It's skipper on the offside. Ranjit Mani with a wonderful dive and a stop. Hit firmly enough, but didn't got the placement. Nicely bowled by Race. He's not really allowing him that length to get under it. "97 for 3. It's delicately poised, I would say. Good batting conditions. CSS group, they'll be hoping to restrict them around 160. VN Shipping, they'll be looking to have a bit more. That's a loose delivery. He's bowled so well up till this point. Slightly loose onto the pads, and Nadeem picks up a boundary. 100 up for VN Shipping. 101 for 3 after 14. "101 for 3 after 14. It's going to be Keshav Sharma to continue here. None for 13. Interesting matchup against the left-hander. He's gone across him. It's given as a wide. Round the wicket. That's beautifully bowled. That's his area. He likes to go through mid-wicket, Daniel Liaquat. So Keshav Sharma is a quality bowler. He knows what Daniel is trying to do. He's going across him. A use of the feet. He's such a good striker of the ball. This time gets to the pitch and hits him back over his head for 6. That's a very good shot. Excellent use of the feet. He went straight this time. That's why he was able to get to the pitch of the ball. Didn't go across the line. That ball has disappeared. Someone just needs to rescue that one. What a good shot from Daniel. Terrific strike down the ground. Very good inclusion in this VN Shipping lineup here. Daniel Liaquat. I had a close look at the ball. This time he's gone slightly across the line. Thick inside half of the bat. A lot of territory to cover for Nipun Babu. Comes around, picks it up. 2 more added to the total. He sliced that one up. Pass short third. Chases on. It's Race with a good effort. Good slide. That was nicely bowled from Keshav. Went across the left-hander and got that outside half of the bat. Another very good delivery. Well, the wicketkeeper has gone up. He thought he was in business. He is clearly not happy. It's going to be runs. It was a dead ball signaled by the umpire. Let's have a look. Can't tell from this angle. Well. He was up in a flash. Umpire is unmoved. $112 for 3. It's all happening here. The second quarter final of UPro Ramadan Rumble. We're shipping 112 for 3. These last 5 odd overs are so important. Gone across the line, big shout. I think height was the factor there. That was bouncing above the stumps. Leg bias to finish. 15 gone. 113 for 3. Race will continue. Right up there. This is sliced up in the air as well. Was looking to go big. Outside half of the bat. Daniel Liaquat is a dangerous player. He's taking few chances at the moment. In the last couple of overs, it's twice that he sliced it. Very important stage of the game for both the teams. Drags it down, smashes it through the offside, doesn't get the placement. Zishan Nasir does well in the deep. That was a real drag down there from Rice. Round the wicket. Oh, he's knocked him over. That's a wonderful ball from Rice. It was the off spinner. He's bowling off spin to the left hander. Look at that. Held it back. And he's gone across the line. That's a big wicket here for CSS Group. It's second for Rice. It's 115 for 4 now. 115 for 4. Rais Ahmed getting another important breakthrough in. Boy, they got a strong batting lineup. In comes Safir Tariq, who's been in great form this season. Rais is doing a fantastic job here. 2 for 12. Coming in as a part-timer. You take any day of the week. Short and wide. This time, Safir really latches onto that one. He's a magnificent square cutter of the ball, whether against pace or spin. Width. That was the problem. And didn't try to keep it down. Slice it up and over for 4. Every over race, just bowls one loose delivery. The previous over, last ball he bowled was Nadeem, who swept him fine for 4. Now Safir hits him through the offside for 4. Fuller, just a single to end the over. Still, it's a good over, I would say, at this stage of the game. 7 runs and a wicket of it. 16 gone, 120 for 4. Hundred and 20 for 4 after 16. Nipun Babu to continue into his last over. Pushed away straight to the cover. And he was slightly deeper on the offside, allowed him a single. I think they need to go big here now. There's that sort of time in the game. Got to maximize the last 3 overs in a bit here. Nadeem gives himself room off the back foot in the air. And it falls in no man's land. Safir was looking to come back for the second. Good work there from the fielder in the deep. Slowness from Nipun Babu was the problem for Nadeem there. They're looking to camp off the back foot and hit delivery which was just held in the surface. He's gone long. This could be a chance. No, just over the head. Safir Tariq is the man. He can hit those sixes. He's a wonderful player. I don't think so he got all of it, but such a good timer of the ball he is. He's got tremendous amount of power and easily cleared mid-wicket. So pressure on Nipun Babu here. 128 now. Brilliant Yorker offside off stump, a dot ball. This is absolute gold in this stage of the game. Heaved away again. Will they come back for a second? That's poor fielding. Under pressure. They're just leaking. That was a regulation piece of fielding. Slog sweep. Just took his eyes off the ball. Oh, didn't got his body behind. The basics were not there. Useful runs here for VN Shipping. Safir Tariq 16 of 7. He's the danger man. While he's asking the question, an inside edge. I think it was a bump ball at the end. 132 for 4 after 17. Haider Razak to bowl the 18th over. He's got two left, and I presume he's going to bowl the 18th and the 20th. Very good delivery. There's a chance for a run out. Now it just gets back in time, inside edge, so close to that off stump. Good start here from Haider Razak. He's got the reputation of being a very good death bowler. I've seen him bowl some great Yorkers. Still, plenty of batting. That man Usair Man padded up next. It's a strong batting lineup for VN Shipping. I mean, you have Usair Man at number 7. That goes to show how deep they bat. Full toss. Doesn't get past extra cover. Haider Razak so far is looking to bowl those deliveries right up in the block hole here. This time he goes short and pulled away from Nadeem. Good fielding. That's very good fielding in the deep at long on. Brilliant Yorker, and he gets rid of Nadeem here with the inside edge back onto the stumps. That was a great Yorker, and Nadeem was trying to just guide that one towards third man. Terrific delivery, inside edge onto the stumps. A much needed breakthrough here for CSS. 136 for 5. Nasser Faraz comes in to bat at number 7. Well, interesting choice here from Saqib Mahmood to get Nasser in. He's a fine player, there's no doubt about it. But off late, he hasn't scored those runs. At this stage, I would have been tempted to go with Uzair Khan, the left-hander, or Uzair Man. Those guys can hit the ball far in terms of the game situation. Nasser Faraz, well, not too sure. But he gets a nod. Outstanding. This is terrific over from Haider Razak. 18 overs done. 137 for 5. 137 for 5 after 18. Zishan Nasir, important over coming up from him. Brilliant over, the last one from Haider Razak against two set batters. He got rid of Nadeem and he's bowled some great Yorkers. Can Zishan Nasir do the same? Interesting choice to send Nasir Faraz ahead of someone like Uzair Maan or Uzair Khan with only a couple of overs to go. Joining me in the com box, we'll know more about it from Uwais Ali. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Asghar Khan. I think you just mentioned Uzair Man, Uzair Khan. How can we forget Adib Usmani? He's still there. This has been a good performance by Team CSS. If they can restrict them below 165, even 170, they will take that any day. And Rais Ahmed, he was a trump card. He was introduced and he picked up an important wicket of Rizwan CP. And this is such smart captaincy, I would say, by Ranjit Mani. He held these 2 overs back, brought Haider Razak in the 18th over, picked up an important wicket, and now Zishan Nasir also is bowling beautifully. So things are looking very bright at the moment for Team CSS.
Yeah, they've done really well. They got to finish strong here. That's good bowling again. Good change of pace. Followed him. Nasir Faraz just struggled in this tournament, being short of runs. That's why I feel that they may have just missed a trick to send one of those to hit the long ball. But having said that, 139 for 5 at this stage of the game, I think CSS will feel they've done a good job.
Well, being as a captain, as a coach, as a manager, you could get away in the group stages, but you can't afford to make any mistakes in this game. A minor mistake even can really lead you to be making an exit from this tournament. It's such an important game. And I feel CSS is having an upper hand in this game. Below 170, we have a game on. This is skied up in the air. And that is a very good attempt. It could have been a blinder of a take, but 100% and full marks for the effort in the deep.
Very good effort. Full marks to him because he committed himself. 100% commitment there to take that catch. Those are the tough ones, diving forward at this stage of the game. That's a wonderful effort. 141 for 5. Ranjit Mani just marshalling his troops. Just 8 more legal deliveries remaining.
It's turning out to be a fantastic over so far by Zishan Nasir. He's bowling beautifully. Oh, that is a lovely ball, but unlucky. Zishan Nasir, he's bowled a beautiful ball. Slower delivery disguised him with that pace, but he's overstepped.
Look at that inside edge. It was nicely bowled, but he overstepped the mark. That could prove to be costly now that it's going to be a free hit for Safir Tariq, and he has to re-bowl this.
That was a beautiful ball by Zishan Nasir, back of the hand, and clearly deceiving Nasir Faraz. He had absolutely no clue how to go about that delivery, but so unlucky. Zishan Nasir is bowled his heart out in this over. So a couple of 2 important deliveries. They are in desperate need of boundaries here, TVSL. We have seen in the first match, Karwan, they went on to score more than 240 runs. It's a very good wicket to bat on. Need to score more than 170. Free hit. This is high. It's very, very long. It's miles up in the air. He's taken a good catch, but it's a free hit, so it doesn't count. And they will get a couple of more runs.
That's the problem with that free hit that cost them 2 here. Every single run will matter a great deal because it's a knockout one. Can't afford to make such errors. And the fielder will be hoping to come down, please, quickly enough that allow them the time to come back for the second.
And also they will be praying the ball shouldn't come to them because it's freezing out there. It's very difficult conditions in the middle. Lovely delivery. Excellent delivery to close out the spell of Zishan Nasir. He's done. He hasn't picked up a wicket, but he's been so economical. Well done, Zishan. It's 19 gone. 145 for 5.
145 for 5. Look at those figures. 1 for 18. Especially that last over from him, and then followed by Zishan Nasir. Special effort coming in from the fast bowlers. Last over of the innings. If he bowls a good one, CSS will go into that break with full of confidence. Steaming in here. He's got a great Yorker. Look at that. How do you play those?
Well, the execution has been spot on here by Haider Razak. It's a pressure cooker situation. It's the last over. It's a quarterfinal. And Haider Razak just keeping his composure, being calm in the center, and to bowl with such pace in these block hole areas, in these Yorkers, to nail them perfectly, you really need some skill and art. And Haider Razak, he is spot on and he's switched on. Beautifully bowled. The idea was right here by Safi Tariq, but clearly beaten by pace.
Beaten by pace and also the direction. He didn't bowl it on middle stump. He knows that this shot fine and that shot is certainly on. He bowled it wide of that off stump, even though he moved across, but it was a difficult angle for him to get it up and over that fine leg. I think he's one of the best death bowlers we have in UAE domestic circuit. We've seen him on numerous occasions. He's got a great Yorker.
Yeah, spot on there, Asghar Khan. That was a very good point you have made. Lovely. This is high class fast bowling we're witnessing by Haider Razak. And he is delivering at a big stage. It's the all important knockout quarterfinal. And this man is certainly turning on the heat.
Well, great ball, no doubt about it. You being a fast bowler yourself, I think how difficult it is to consistently bowl Yorkers. It takes a lot out of you.
You need a lot of net practice to do that. I remember our coach, he used to keep those cones in those block hole areas and he used to ask us to consistently hit on those cones. And it's just such a difficult art to execute. Once again, a brilliant block hole delivery. Oh, direct hit. And it would have been close. So you really need a lot of talent, a lot of practice, skill set to be keep on executing it perfectly in those and nail it in those block hole deliveries. And Haider Razak, he's just been a prime example.
Lots of hard work, like you mentioned, those hard yards behind the scenes, to be able to execute it in match. And he's gone 4 out of 4. Not easy at all. Superb skills here from Haider. Make it 5 in a row.
Oh my word, this is top-notch bowling here by Haider Razak. And also one more element to add, Asghar Khan. When you're trying to bowl these Yorkers, the element of risk, there's so much risk because it can really turn into a half volley, it can turn into a juicy full toss. But all these 5 deliveries he's bowled is been bang on target in those teasing lengths where not much a batter can do. This should go down as one of the best bowling we've seen. Death bowling by Haider.
Terrific skills. High class from Haider Razak, who finishes off on a tidy note. After 20 overs, exactly 150 for 5. The VN Shipping, they'll be touch disappointed. Maybe 15 to 20 run shots. They had the batting, but credit goes to Haider Razak for his outstanding death bowling along with Zishan Nasir. Last 3 overs, they were just absolutely brilliant. No boundaries whatsoever. That's the batting card. Saqib Mahmood 21 at the top, 23 for Khalid Shah, 28 for Nadeem. Lots of 20s, but no one really kicking on to make that significant contribution. They missed that flurry towards the end. 19 extras helping their cause to get to 150. Zishan Nasir tidy, none for 22. Pick of the bowlers, Haider Razak at the death, 1 for 22. 2 wickets there for Nipun Babu, bowled well in the middle period. Race also chipped in with 2 wickets. Well, 151 is the target for CSS in the second quarter final of UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. We'll take a short break and back with the run chase. Welcome back to Tolerance over here in Abu Dhabi. UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025, the second quarter final. CSS group. They'll be chasing a score where they need to play well against a good bowling attack of the VN Shipping, but that'll keep them interested. It's that sort of score. 150 on this track should be gettable, but on the other end, yesterday, one of the league games, the last for them against ALS, they defended 153. So some quality bowlers, they'll have to weather the storm early on against the new ball, and someone in the top four need to really put their hand up and get CSS through to the semi-finals. Nice drive, straight away, fumble, 4 runs.
And straight away they're putting pressure on TVSL. It was just marginally fuller and he's punched it beautifully. Abhiram Ritwik is off the mark in style on the very first ball. He's crashed this towards the boundary. And CSS, all they have to do is just have faith in themselves, had that belief that they can win this game, and at the moment they're on the top. And talking about Team TVSL, out of the top 6 batters, 5 of them went on to score more than 20 runs. So shows all of them they got good starts, but none of them could really cash on and convert them into a big one.
You make a very good point. It's about someone in the top 4 you hope to make a score of around 70-80. That allows you to get past that 170. That didn't happen. Too many starts, and they had plenty of batting to come still. Adib Usmani, you got Uzair Man and Uzair Khan, all quality players. So perhaps they could have pushed a little harder through the middle.
Quite certainly, Asghar Khan. I think they've eaten a lot of deliveries. Rizwan CP 17, scored 20, 11 deliveries for Daniel. He scored just 12. That was the phase when they were playing a lot of dot deliveries and just the singles were coming by. And just when they had to put the accelerator on the pedal, they kept on losing wickets consistently. And all they have managed to score is 150, which I don't really think is going to be enough. We've seen on this very surface early on today in the first game what Karwan did, more than 240 runs. So CSS, they are having an upper hand. And what a chance to win this game. This will more likely be an upset.
Yeah, they came into this game as underdogs. Fine team, but VN Shipping, they've been unbeaten in this tournament. Having said that, they got to get through, especially this new ball. And the top 4 really important. Ranjit Mani, the captain, I think he needs to stand tall here.
Oh, absolutely. He'll have to lead from the front, just set an example for his side. And it's a great opportunity to really score some runs and show his team. And I'm there. I'm going to be the one taking the charge, getting my team off to a good start. Ranjit Mani hasn't had the best of tournaments so far, but this is a great opportunity for him to get going and score some runs. Beautifully ball. That's an excellent delivery. Saqib Mahmood is just continuing from where he left off last night.
Yeah, he's a wonderful bowler, especially relies on that away movement from the right-handers. He's got a slip in, which is just perfect. And he's got protection at long off and super cover on the offside. So his line is always going away from the right-handers. Ranjit Mani likes to go through the onside. It will be touch risky. The movement is getting away. Nicely played. Steered away towards point.
And that's the end of the first over. CSS, they're off to a good start. It's 6 for no loss. Right then, this is going to be such an exciting contest now. And so much will be now relied on Mohammad Rohit Bangash. They are defending only 150. So it has to be Rohit to step up today and pick up wickets early on. It's in the air. What a thumping shot by Ranjit Mani. One bounce and it's crashed towards the boundary. It's a brilliant start for CSS.
Brilliant start, and Ranjit Mani is looking really confident here. That's a fantastic shot. Positive intent at the top of the order from the captain. That will ease the nerves in the dugout.
That was a brilliant shot, playing it through the line of the ball, waiting for the ball to swing in towards him, and then showing the full face of the bat, showing the maker's name, and going over the head of the fielder. Lovely delivery. That's the one which goes away, and it's clearly deceived Ranjit by that pace and that exaggerated movement as well.
Oh, prodigious movement there. That pitched on leg stump, and that opened him up quite a bit, squared him up. There's a slip in as well, and likes to go through the onside with that bottom, and he's got to be careful here. I think if they can get through the first 4 overs, it's not about the run rate. Even 25 for none, I think that will be a perfect start for CSS.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more on that. Need to ensure they don't lose early wickets. Oh, he's missed out. He has definitely missed out on this one. It's been given as a wide.
Down the leg side, fine leg up in the ring. You're asking for trouble. He went short and he went into his body. They're up for this contest. CSS really containing them to 150. They really fancy their chances. I can see there's plenty of belief in both these openers. They have come in with a very positive intent.
Absolutely, and one thing they need to ensure is they don't lose early wickets. Don't let TVSL to come in the game early on. Beautifully ball once again, angling away, and it's a good little contest we're witnessing. So yeah, coming back to the point where they need to keep the wickets intact. What's going to happen if they don't pick early wickets, TVSL? And even if CSS, they don't run away with the show, if they get somewhere around 35, 14, 6 overs and lose maybe just 1 wicket, that's where you will see the frustration coming in from TVSL bowlers, because they're not really getting wickets and they know that it's a high octane game, it's a big pressure game, it's a knockout game, and that's where the problem will lie.
Yeah. Red is a major threat with the new ball. Got to see him off here. He's gone aerial. This is opportunity. It's the skipper. Big let off here for Ranjit Mani. The opposite number. Saqib Mahmood drops him.
That lovely outswinger once again, clearly deceiving the captain Ranjit. It was a miscued, mistimed shot, and it was an absolute sitter. He's dropped Ranjit Mani, and he was batting at only 5. We'll have to wait and see how costly could this be proving. Ranjit Mani can now take a sigh of relief. Rohit steaming in once again. Short delivery. Pulled away with some precision. It's a long chase. Adib Usmani gives it up.
Yeah, rubbing salt to the wounds here. Rohit, after the drop catch, went short. Nice swivel. Pull shot there. Didn't try to hit it hard. Just placed it fine enough. Well away from Adib Usmani. 4 more.
Yeah, not the best of balls coming in by Mohammad Rohit. It was too short. Trying to bring it from the leg stump channel. And in the end, it was a hit-me delivery. Such is the norm. We see a catch being put down in the next delivery. A batter pumps it towards the boundary. So they are up and running, CSS. They're off to a flyer already. Beautifully played. In full control, intentionally going over the inner fielders and getting another boundary. CSS there on the top.
Getting a bit greedy there. Yes, the catch been put down, but I think the length in this over has been either too full or too short. Perfect start for CSS. 19 for none after 2.
So much is going to rely on this man, Saqib Mahmood. He'll have to really put his thinking cap on. He himself needs to pick up a few wickets, and also he's the captain. So he's the man in charge. Will have to take some bold decisions and quick ones. Lovely delivery. And after that onslaught by Ranjit Mani, the slip has been removed.
Well, they've got to keep on attacking here because his main weapon is to take the ball away from the right-handers. If he does find that outside edge, you need those catchers. Few anxious faces looking at the things pretty closely.
Yeah, quite certainly they will be worried. CSS, they are off to a flyer already. Beautifully punchy drive in full control. This is very smart and sensible batting. Ranjit Mani giving an opportunity early on. I don't really think he's going to play any kind of rash shots now. He will know he's already gotten a life, so he will value his wicket.
Yeah, very smart. Like you said, that long off his back, I think they just need to calm themselves and don't throw their wickets. Ranjit Mani already got a life. He's looking good here, but you got to convert this start into a big one. Saqib Mahmood, can he make a breakthrough? The captain. Nice drive again. Straight to Nadeem on the offside. What are the options here for VN Shipping? Up next, I think, is going to be Uzair with his left arm skillful bowling. They got two spinners, both left armers, Nadeem and Daniel Liaquat. So they'll be coming into play, but if they get through this new ball, that's where the real danger lies for CSS. I think tackling spin on this track with around 8 runs per over required, I think should not be a problem. Looking for that quick single, not there.
Yeah, I think Asghar Khan spinners should be introduced early. We saw Abhiram Ritwik from CSS, Nipun Babu, Keshav Rais. All these 4 spinners, they bowled magnificent tonight. And of course, Keshav Sharma was very economical. Rais was a surprise package. He came in, picked up 2 important wickets, was very economical. Under 6 runs per over is what he gave. The spinners certainly played a huge role on this wicket. There was a hint of turn. And they were getting some purchase. Hit hard. But straight to Uzair. And it's going to be a single which they've taken. Rais Ahmed, he's smiling. He believes that his team, they've got a real chance to win this game.
He's always a jolly character. Loves to have a chat. He'll keep on chirping away. 21 without loss. 2.5 overs. It's been a good over from Saqib. Just 2 runs so far. Building those dot deliveries. Make it 4 dots in the over. Just 2 runs of the over here from Saqib. 3 overs gone, 21 without loss.
Rohit Bangash is going to continue even after he was slightly expensive in his first over. Did create an opportunity where he almost produced a wicket of Ranjit Mani. Steaming in once again. Oh, could have been a cotton bowl. Hurrying on to Ranjit, takes a single, and that's all they need to do against Rohit Bangash. Don't give him wickets. That's where the pressure will rise on Team TVSL once they don't get wickets, and the frustration will be shown on the faces.
Rohit Bangash will be hoping for consistency in this over. In his first over, he was a little all over the place with his length here. He's got to be aiming for that off stump line. He's got to slip in. Can he nip one back to surprise Abhiram? Short delivery, miscued. This is a chance, mid-on. And it's taken. It's Khalid Shah with a brilliant catch. So there you go. They got their first wicket.
Well, was this required? Abhiram Ritwik. It was a nothing shot in the end. And clearly, I think he just got caught in two minds whether to cut that, whether to pull that. And in the end, it was an easy catch for Khalid Shah. So they have picked up an early wicket. And it's Abhiram Ritwik, the first victim. It's 22 for 1. A much needed breakthrough coming in for TVSL Vision Shipping. CSS, they were going along well until that last shot played by Abhiram Ritwik. And Khalid Shah making no mistakes. So Rohit striking in his second over. And good captaincy by Saqib Mahmood, opting to stick with Rohit because he knows he's their ace bowler, premier bowler. Comes in once again. Lovely delivery going away, angling across. And the new batter walks in. Another talented, stylish right-handed batter, Albin Alias.
He's got a big job to do here. He's got to be there with the skipper. They need to lay a foundation here, have wickets in hand. That required rate is not a problem. Around 8 runs per over. He should be quite comfortable. And they got to take this game deep as well. There might be few signs of dew coming in, riding the bounce and guiding it towards third man.
Well, talking about the perspective of Team CSS, I believe if they can just play out all these 20 overs, if they have that mindset that they need to play out the 20 overs, I think they will chase this down. They have a fair bit of batting left. Of course, Rais Ahmed, he has not had a great tournament so far. He's been short of runs, but mind you, he's a big match player. He rises to on these big occasions, and we have seen in the past as well. So much will be dependent on Rais Ahmed tonight. This is being slashed away. Is this a chance? Another one goes. And this time it's Ranjit Mani playing it away from his body, trying to slash that. And he's found the fielder in the deep.
Flirting with danger. Offside, off stump. The field was set. And that is a pretty loose shot there. Reckless batting here from CSS. And they're putting themselves under severe pressure now that they've lost to 23 for 2.
We were just having a discussion over this man in the middle who's just made his way. In the center is Rais Ahmed. He needs to put up a show tonight. It's a big game. It's a knockout game. And he's come out at number 4 position. Lets that one go alone. Dotted to close out a successful over. It's a double blow coming in. 4 gone, 23 for 2.
23 for 2, CSS making hard work of this run chase, putting themselves under pressure, losing 2 wickets in the previous over. On both occasions, they was not needed from Abhiram Rithwik and also Ranjit Mani. So the pressure is right on here. Albin Elias and Rais Ahmed. That middle order, that is what exactly Vian Shipping were hoping to make those inroads with the new ball, and they got 2 wickets.
Again, from TVSL point of view, this is what was required. They had to pick up early wickets, and they've already picked up 2 in a span of 4.1. So it's a good little comeback. CSS, they had a great start in the first 2 overs. Ranjit and Abhiram, they're going so well. And then Abhiram playing a nothing shot, and in the end it was, I would say, a reckless shot coming in from Ranjit Mani. There was only one fielder stationed towards that D point region, and it was more like a setup created by Team TVSL, by the captain here on your screen, Saqib Mahmood, giving a deep point to his bowler Rohit and ask him to bowl those outswingers just back of the length delivery, and falling in the trap was Ranjit Mani, the captain. Oh, very lucky. On an off day, could have chopped back onto the stumps easily.
He was in 2 minds there. Just little tentative prod forward. Got to stay positive and just look to occupy the crease and look to take those singles. I think Race, this could be his night. Certainly from CSS point of view, they'll be hoping that the big man arrives to the occasion.
Well, he has to deliver today. Rais Ahmed, who hasn't been contributing much for Team CSS. He's a new inclusion, mind you. But today, it's a big night. And he's walked in early, watchfully playing it under his eye line. He's found the gap. It's going to be a long chase. And he's done extremely well in the deep, Uzair Man. It seems like he certainly saved a couple of runs for his team.
That's good fielding. One of his strongest areas. Race, he likes to cut. That's good effort on a fast outfield. He had to pull in that effort. Good work. Every run is so important because it's a knockout game. There's no look back from this situation. If you go down, you go all the way home and out of the competition.
Yeah, a lot is at stake after playing magnificent cricket TVSL. First time they're being put under the pump. Beautifully driven, nicely in full control. Rais Ahmed playing it along the carpet and getting 2 more runs. This is a good bit of running and applause coming in there from the dugout, from the management, from Ranjit Mani as well.
Absolutely. Ranjit is looking a little concerned. Just got out. I think they still got Rojit Ganesh there to come. Had the Razak in bat, but it's too early to be thinking on those lines. These two in the middle, they need to have a significant partnership. They're not chasing 200. They're not chasing 180. 150 allows you to build an innings. Solid. Good bit of work on the offside by Nasser. And a 5, 28 for 2.
Another talented left arm medium pace bowler replaces Rohit. I would have given one more over to Rohit. Nonetheless, the captain thinks otherwise, and in comes Ozair for the first time and starts off with a wide.
Yeah, that was certainly a temptation to give him another one. Comes in, just straying onto the pads. But Asaki Mahmood, I think he'll be thinking that if the game goes deep into that last 5 overs, they might need 2 overs from Rohit, but this is that sort of total. They need to keep on pushing for wickets.
Absolutely. On the other end, CSS, they need to ensure they don't lose wickets. If they keep wickets intact, and after 10 overs, if they find themselves somewhere around 55, 60, that's completely okay. Because you do have the batting, you do have the firepower in your batting lineup, and you have Rais Ahmed in the middle. He's one of those batters he can really switch gears whenever he wants to do so. But at the moment, the situation and the requirement, the demand is such that all they have to do is just stay in the middle, wait for the loose or bad deliveries.
Fuller in length. Yeah, spot on there, Vasari. They got to be smart about this run chase and just try to keep on chipping away at runs. And at the same time, they need to maintain nice tempo. Can't afford to go into a shell and get defensive and get bogged down, because it will allow that rate to keep creeping up. You don't want to see that happen as well. So short offside off stump. These kind of totals sometime can be very, very tricky. That 150, 160 sort of total, because then you have to plan accordingly and be clear in your game plan.
Spot on. Couldn't agree more on that, because when you're chasing 110, 120, that's when you know, okay, right, I'm just going to stay there. We just need 5-6 runs per over. And also when you're chasing more than 200, you know that you have to go big. So you try to keep up with that run rate of 10. But these 150s, 160s, you're always in doubt. You're not really sure that if I should be playing attacking cricket or just stay in there, because we're not really chasing a mammoth target. So yeah, you make a very valid point here, Asghar.
$30 for 2. That's good stuff here from Uzair. Over the wicket, he's keeping it tight. Down the leg side, it's a wide. Again, just drifting onto the paths. $31 for 2. 2 wides and a single, 3 runs. This stage the innings is not a problem here. Rice trying to get established at the crease. Oh, make it another one. Zad has just struggled in this over.
Yeah, clearly we can see he's trying to bowl with an angle, trying to bring it in to Rais Ahmed, but just losing his line, losing the direction, trying to, a bit too hard, which is not really required because at the moment we don't really expect Rais or Albin will try to go after the bowlers, and that's where you can just keep things simple, get your basics right, and it's quite a rare sight to see Ozair bowling wides because he's so disciplined with his lines specifically. That's much better. Jogging in towards Race, and we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. It is given as a leg bye.
Such a high class performer. His spell will be very, very important through those middle overs. He's a different bowler compared to Ray. He relies a lot on variations. And someone who's got the temperament to rise to those big occasions. Short mid wicket in, close on the leg side to stop that single. And whipped away. Risky flick from Alias to keep the strike. 6 overs gone. 34 for 2.
Well, looks like the captain Saqib Mahmood is going to bowl out here. It has been a decent spell so far. 13 is already all he's given. Beg your pardon. That's been punched away towards the coverage, and this is all they need at the moment. Race and Albin, they need to stitch up a partnership, try to rebuild this innings after those two quick wickets in 1 over. It was a double blow. Rohit striking big and getting both the openers out. And since then, the boundaries have certainly dried up. It has been disciplined bowling, and I think it's a right move in the approach by the captain Saqib to be bowling this last over. There's no point to be holding himself back because you know you've got the likes of Daniel Liaquat and also Mohammad Nadeem. We will see them soon in action, and there was something for the spinners to offer in this wicket. Nipun Babu, Keshav Sharma, Rais, these 3 men, they bowled beautifully in the first innings, restricting TVSL to only 150. So it's just getting a little tougher for CSS, but still they should just have the belief in themselves that they can chase this down. In T20 game, 115 and 13.4, you would say the match is in the hands of the batting team, and also 8 wickets intact. So all they have to do is just apply themselves in the middle. Don't lose any further wickets, because the moment you lose wickets, that's where you lose the momentum. And once again, a new batter comes in. He tries to rebuild the innings, and that's where you will see a lot of dot balls coming in, and the required run rate will creep up in no time. Such a important passage of play we're witnessing. Oh, that's a magnificent stroke. Some improvisation coming in by Albin Alias. And Saqib Mahmood, he can see the funny side of it. Shuffling across the stumps. It was a fuller delivery. Saqib getting a little predictable because he is one of those bowlers who doesn't really bowl short. He will bowl those fuller deliveries, takes the ball away from the right-handers, but seeing an opportunity, Albin Alias, or beg your pardon, that was Rais Ahmed. Brilliant stroke play. That ball keeping slightly low, and a misfield is going towards the boundary, And it will reach. Adib Usmani couldn't stop that. So back-to-back boundaries coming in. Hands on the hips of Saqib Mahmood, the captain. He's not going to like it. So couple of important boundaries coming in. Trying to play it away from his body. And this is turning out to be quite a handy over. 11 runs already picked up. A few worrying signs. Sajjad Malook on the left, Umar Arshad on the right. Yeah, talking about Umar Arshad, he's a jolly character. He's always got something to say. He's a amazing personality. That is a beautiful shot. It's been whipped away towards mid-wicket. It's turned out to be quite a productive over for Team CSS. Saqib Mahmood, he's done for the night. 46 for 2 after 7. Uzair Khan to continue, bowled a decent first over, very economical, give a few wides. Rais Ahmed charging down to Uzair Khan. Not too sure with the ploy. He's already looking to play a few shots. Rais Ahmed needs to understand that he is the one who's going to hold the key if they've got to chase this 105 in the next 13 overs. Talking about the batting, they've still got a fair bit of batting to come. There's Danish Sarhadi, Rajat Ganesh, Navodhya, and of course, we know Haider Razak can tonk a few. Good delivery, perfect line, and playing it with soft hands. Rais Ahmed, he's playing a handy knock, and this is what was required because Rais Ahmed, as I mentioned earlier, did not have a great start to this tournament. He's been short of runs. He's been struggling to find his form, but today could be his day. He's off to a decent start, 14 in 12 deliveries. He's taking his time in the middle, and the good news for him is timing the ball, and also it's coming from the middle of his blade, so that's good news for Team CSS. Dot delivery. That's a good ball. Uzair Khan is such a smart, canny bowler. Every delivery he bowls really makes it so unpredictable to the batters. It's really mind-boggling stuff. Uzair Khan adds a lot of value. Missed out, I guess, in the first couple of games. Played last night, bowled exceptionally well. And today on the big stage, he's got a job in his hands. And also a couple of more bowlers. Danyal Liaquat and Mohammad Nadeem. We will be seeing them in action soon. Saqib Mahmood, he's done for the night, so the next over has to be Danyal Liaquat or Mohammad Nadeem. Two experienced campaigners, know how to be bowling in these pressure cooker situation. So it's going to be a very fascinating next 1 hour or so. And the second quarter-final, the first one was a pretty much one-sided encounter where Karwan cruised along and cemented their spot in the semi-final. But this one, I just have a feeling is going down to the last over. Expecting plenty of chills and thrills, plenty of entertainment. And this is what you expect when two top quality sides face off against each other in a high octane game in the all important quarter-final, fighting for a spot in the top 4 semi-final. It's turned out to be another quiet, economical over. Uzair Khan is given only 2 runs, but want to finish off strong. Punched away nicely down the ground. Gets a single, and it's going to be Reis to be retaining strike in the next over. Brilliant stuff once again by Uzair. 8 gone, 49 for 2. Spin being introduced for the first time in this innings. It's going to be Mohammad Nadeem bowling the 9th over, and lovely delivery. And Reis Ahmed making his intentions pretty clear. Once again, a fumble, misfield. And this is not the first time we're seeing in this innings. This is something which you can't really afford. 50 up for Team CSS, and we're into the 9th over. They're going along well. They are keeping up with that run rate. We want to ensure it doesn't really go beyond 10. Short delivery has been pulled away, and pulled away with a lot of authority. Albin Alias has struck this nicely towards the mid wicket, and this is not the best of starts by Nadeem. He will be under some pressure. It's too short, and Albin Alias, he had ample time to hit it wherever he wanted, and he saw there was huge real estate between the deep square and the deep mid-wicket fielder. There's a big gap, and he found it to perfection, so it's turning out to be a good start. Punched away straight into the hands of Nasir. Good little punch. He's timing the ball really well at the moment, Albin Alias. This partnership is growing in confidence. So much is dependent on these two in the middle. Don't want a new batter at this stage, because he will be under some pressure, and you will be seeing dot balls coming in, and that's where the required run rate will keep climbing. So Reis Ahmed, that man is going to play such a crucial and a vital role in this innings as to how they go about to chase this down. Need to have many objectives, beg your pardon. It's a bit of a tongue twister. It's already 2 a.m. here in Dubai. Nicely played once again. So all Reis Ahmed he needs to do is stay in the middle. We'll talk more after this over. It's 9 gone, 57 for 2. So more pace being introduced from one end. It's going to be Uzair Maan. We haven't seen him with the bat today, which was quite surprising. Just when you needed him to come and hit a few big shots, Uzair Maan was held back. Now he's got a job with the ball. Ball slightly keeping low. Dot deliveries will definitely put some pressure on Team CSS on the other end. Albin Alias and Reis Ahmed, all they have to do is just stay in the middle. If there is 1 or 2 quiet overs, be it. 34 runs is now the worth the partnership between these two in the middle. What a fascinating game we are witnessing. They're fighting it out for a place in the semi-finals. Worked away nicely. They've ran the first one hard. And Rais Ahmed surprisingly wanted to come back for the second, which is pretty much a rare sight. But his partner Alvin Alia said, let's not just take any kind of risk at this stage of the game. Something's got to give now. We haven't really seen a lot of boundaries coming in. And Uzairman might just be targeted. Short delivery. It's been worked away towards fine leg. It's going towards the boundary. So they had to choose and pick a bowler. And I think they might just go after Uzairman, as he hasn't really bowled much in this tournament. He's not in that sublime touch when it comes to his bowling. And that was one clear indication. It was a drag down shot onto the leg side. And all Rais did is get some bat on it, using the pace of Uzair, getting 4 vital runs. This is getting interesting now. 89 more needed in 10.3. This could be anybody's game. Don't go anywhere, folks. We are in for a thriller, a roller coaster of a ride. Nicely bowled and quick little single by Rais. So they have gotten a good start in this over. 6 runs have been picked up. And that's where both the batters can just have a word with each other and say, right, let's try to get this over a big one. Maybe 12, 14. That's going to put a lot of pressure on team TVSL Vision Shipping. This match is nicely hanging in the balance at the moment. A desperate need of a wicket are TVSL, and on the other end CSS, they need one big over of 12 to 15. Just to really ease the nerves in the middle and bring that required run rate down to almost 8 runs per over, which is now somewhere between 8 and 9. So this is a interesting passage of play we are witnessing. Zerman, he's got the short third and fine leg, so those two are in the center. Driven nicely along the carpet. It's in the gap. They're looking for 2 and they will come back comfortably. So 9 runs have been picked up. It's turned out to be a good over for team CSS. It's 10 gone. 66 for 2. So just 1 over for Mohammad Adeem, and they have gone for Daniel Liaquat. Oh, beautifully bowled. That one just came in, tailed in towards Albin Alias and completely took him by surprise. So interesting move. Mohammad Nadeem only bowling 1 over, and he's been replaced by another left arm spinner. It's going to be Daniel Liaquat. We haven't seen much of Daniel Liaquat in this tournament. He wasn't available for most of the games, but he's back in the all-important knockout quarterfinal. We talk about the extras. I think it's a decent job so far. Just the 5 extras is what they've given, and only 4 wides. That's completely okay. Worked away nicely by Rais Ahmed, dealing in singles at the moment. So this is the right approach. I think CSS, they do have a plan in their mind, and that is to just try to take this game as deep as they can. There's no need for the urgency. You're not really requiring 12, 13 runs per over. It's just below 9 runs per over, which is pretty much achievable in a T20 format. It's a short delivery. It's slashed. It's going towards the boundary. It's going to be long chase. Adeeb Usmani cuts it out. Couple of more runs added to the tally. 70 now on the board. His partnership is now growing in confidence and in stature. And I believe TVS Television Shipping, they are in a desperate need to disengage this partnership. It's looking quite threatening. 81 more needed. Albin is playing such a sensible knock alongside his partner Rais Ahmed. It's hit hard down the ground and will get only a single. Rais Ahmed, so far he's doing a decent job, getting off to a good start. 26 in just 20 deliveries with 3 boundaries to his name. Just to remind our viewers, Rais Ahmed has not had the best of games in this tournament, but today he's looking on song and looks like he's on the verge of scoring something big and try to take his team over the line. I personally have seen Rais Ahmed in the past, in the last season, in domestic tournaments here in UAE. He has won games for his team. And look at this, trouble signs for Team TVSL. The towels are out. It's getting difficult and tough to grip the ball and to land in those perfect areas. Worrying signs now for TVS Television Shipping. That was the wrist spin coming in by Daniel Liaquat, and only a single. So no boundaries conceded. It's turned out to be a good over. It's 11 gone, 73 for 2. Well, this match is nicely hanging in the balance after 11. 73 is what they've gotten, and 2 wickets lost early on, where Rohit Bangash picking those 2 wickets in the 4th over. Hits it hard. And has he taken this? Oh my word! Khalid Shah has taken an absolute screamer down there in the deep, but the umpire, I just want to have a recheck on this one, but this should go down as the best catch I think I've seen in this tournament, and I'm not surprised that it's Khalid Shah down there in the deep who's taken it, because he is, mind you, one of the best gun fielders in the UAE domestic circuit. This is worth watching again and again. This is just going to be a big moment. It was in the slot, there to be hit. He goes big. And Khalid Shah taking that, losing balance, throws it up, comes back again. Oh my word. Such presence of mind by Khalid Shah and by the naked eye. And also after seeing the replay, that is out. He's done extremely well to keep his balance and threw the ball when he knew that he's going outside the boundary line. And that's where he really did well. Such a huge moment in the game. Well, he's not happy, Albin Alias, but it just seems like he's been given out. But hang on. What's going on there? Khalid Shah, is he telling Albin Alias to stay there and bat and give him the benefit of the doubt? Time will tell. This is a very interesting passage of play. And Albin Alias is having a word with the umpire. This is going to be such a crucial juncture in this game. And it seems like he's walking. Albin Alias, he's walking. This is a big moment in the game. Just when things were looking bright for Team CSS, it looks like Albin Alias will have to go. There's still some confusion in the middle. Oh my word. And this is what you expect in such a high octane game. This will be a big moment if he's gone and if he's been given out. Yeah, that's the replay again. Can have a look at this one. Beautifully bowled onto the stumps. Goes big. Khalid Shah takes that. We need to slow this down now. There, he did not touch the skirting. Throws it up. Comes back in the ground and takes the catch. And he's claiming it's out. And if Khalid Shah is claiming it's out, well, that man, I know he is such an honest character, and that's got to be out. We're pretty much aware and we know the sportsman spirit which Khalid Shah, of course, possesses. If it was a 6, I'm pretty much sure he would have said it's gone for a 6. But if he said it's out, it's got to be out. So Albin Alias makes an exit. And a timely wicket coming in. It's 73 for 3. Well, they've gotten the breakthrough which they were desperately after, and it is Albin Alias, the latest victim. And in comes another talented right-handed batter, Rajat Ganesh. By far the most experienced cricketer in CSS, has come out in a situation where his team needs him to go big tonight. He needs to just stay in the middle, look for the singles and doubles. Ensure he doesn't play a lot of dot deliveries at this stage, because the required run rate will hover up to 10, 11 very quickly. What a fascinating game we're watching, and what a tremendous catch we saw by Khalid Shah. And straight away trying to play the reverse sweep. Not too sure about that. Don't want to be doing that against Nadeem, because he's not going to take the ball away from the right-hander. He brings it in sharply. So I'm not too sure with that shot selection coming in by Rajat Ganesh straight away. This might just be called as a wide. Yes, it is. This is one area they have been spot on. TVSL, they haven't bowled a lot of wides. They haven't given a lot of extras. Drifting down the leg side. And this will be a leg by. Just need the confirmation. There you go. 1 run added in the form of a leg by. Now this man becomes so important in the middle, Rais Ahmed. He is definitely holding the key and is standing in the way of TVSL for them to be qualifying for the next round. So Rais Ahmed, his presence is so important. He needs to stay right till the end. And I assure you, if Rais Ahmed stays right till the end, they will win this game. Excellent running by Rais. Couple of more runs added. Playing it with soft hands. He saw that the fielders are coming from the boundary line, so not overhitting the ball and just placing it to perfection in that short mid area. And the deep mid-wicket fielder, he had to cover a lot of distance. And that's where Rais Ahmed, he saw an opportunity picking up two important runs. That's been driven in full control. Once again, it's in the gap. They're looking for two. And this is exceptional stuff, to say the least, by Rais. He put pressure on the fielder in the deep by running the first one quick. And that's what happened. There was a fumble in the deep which allowed them to come back for the second easily. Beautifully bowled, equally well played. Good little punch by Rais Ahmed. Even after they've lost a wicket, they've still gotten some runs in this over. It's 12 gone. 79 for 3.
Daniel Liaquat to continue. He cuts and he cuts beautifully. Rajat Ganesh. I think it was Rais Ahmed rather cutting that one away. Yes, it was Rais Ahmed. Played it light on top of the bounce. As long as he's there in the middle, they will feel like they are in with the chance here with 7 wickets in hand. 67 at 8.5 is gettable on this track. Wrapped on the pads, just sliding down the leg side. It's going to be leg byes. Daniel Liaquat is not a big spinner of the ball. He's sliding them on here. That was the quicker delivery. 85 for 3. This game is delicately poised, I would say. Vian Shipping, they'll hope for another wicket here. Has broken the partnership. Getting rid of Alias. Rajat Ganesh, good striker of the ball. Very important stage of the game here. He's got to stick alongside Rais. That looks relatively close enough. I was looking to play just around the corner there. Leg byes. Let's have a look. Where did that struck him? Wide of the crease. Can't tell from that angle. $87 for 3, 64 of 44 deliveries. It's pretty much doable. They got to stay calm here. Oh, that's an excellent shot. Oh, just over his head. And Deep Usmani, it was traveling. And he parried it over the ropes for 6. Big moment in the game. Quicker delivery outside off stump. He had a real go at that one. That was traveling. All right, but that should have been taken. Oh, it was a yard inside the rope and it just tipped it over the bar for 6. Big moment in the game. It has cost them a wicket and plus 6 runs. Fine margins. Defending a modest total. Fielding needs to be spot on. Dot ball to finish. 13 gone. 93 for 3. Spin from both hands. Nadeem continuing here. Good use of the feet. Hits it down the ground. Pressure on VN Shipping here, and you can see a few signs of dew coming in as well. It's getting a bit wet, this outfield. Nice shot. Square of the wicket. Another couple of runs here. They desperately need wickets. They had opportunity in the previous over, dropped by Adib Usmani at extra cover. 55 now. Every run counts. The place in the semi-finals or nothing. Punched it on the offside. Saqib Mahmood was just on that edge of the circle, allowed them that easy single. They need a wicket or two here. Struck firmly down the ground. This is good batting from these two. They're not playing any dot balls at the moment. Just rotating strike. 5 runs of the first 4 so far. There you see the towels are out. Nadeem trying to dry up the ball to have a better control round the wicket. Short delivery punched off the back foot. This is just perfect. That's all they need to drag this game towards that last 3-4 overs. One big over and that's it. CSS will feel it's down to run a ball. 7 of the over, 14 gone, 100 up for CSS. They require 51 of the last 6. Hundred for 3 after 14, 51 of the last 6. Daniel Laka to continue. Race 39 of 30. He really holds the key, gives himself room, gets beaten. That's nicely bowled. Doesn't need to do anything out of the ordinary at this stage. He's just got to be calm enough in the middle. Runs will come. But a wicket or two can really put the pressure back on CSS. Use of the feet, and he's done him in length here. That's poor thinking on behalf of Race. That's a wicket, exactly what really they needed at this stage. That has brought VN Shipping back into the game. A set Race Ahmed trying to go big, deceived in length, easily done behind the stumps. 4 down for 100. CSS will feel like they're under pump again. Oh, inside edge onto the stumps and he's on a hat trick. It's Keshav Sharma who departs first ball, and the game has been turned on its head. 2-2 for Daniel Liaquat. More drama, more tension here. Have a look at that first delivery. Sliding them on, it's just skidding through and looking to play with the angle bat. Chopped it back onto the stumps. 2-2 for Daniel Liaquat. Game on. 100 for 5. Daniel Liaquat is turned this game on his head. 2-2. He's on a hat trick. Halisha is in the slips. Oh, lovely delivery. He leaves it alone. Pressure is right back on CSS. So far, 4 deliveries, 2 wickets. Nothing of the first 4. This important over of the game. Worked away on the onside. Gets off the mark. Will have to settle for a single. That's what happened. All of a sudden, one bad shot and you get out, and then one brings 2. All of a sudden, game changes. That required rate from 8.5. It's jumped up to close to that 11 runs per over. I beg your pardon, 10 runs per over. 50 of 5.1. Rojit Ganesh, who's on 13, had a life early on. Can he get his side over the line? Pushed away on the offside for a single. Top over. 2 runs and 2 wickets for Daniel Liaquat. 15 done, 102 for 5. Rohit Bangash is into the attack. Starts off the poor delivery down the leg side. They need to keep the pressure on from both hands. This stage of the game, one bad over can really cost you the game. One big over CSS will be hoping for somewhere around 15 runs. That completely shifts the momentum. Got to be smart enough here. Lost 2 wickets in the previous over. Makes room. Quick delivery. One of the over. He's sharp. Can't afford to take much chances against Rohit. I think they got to be sensible here and look to play him smartly. Shout, but it's given as wides. Nothing there. They went up straight away. It's close to his thigh pad, but he doesn't think so that it just did not brush anything on the way through. Round the wicket now. So 2 wides, a bit of a bonus so far. Round the wicket. Beats him. Another good delivery. Shot was on. There was a little bit of width. Perhaps he just tried to hit it too hard. There's a huge gap between a fine third man and square cover. Point is up in the ring. So if you can use the pace and find the gap, get past that backward point in the ring, that could be a boundary. The opportunity was there for Rojit Ganesh. Now he brings, just changing that. He gets a fine short third man and he moves that third man quite square on the offside. Slow in pace. Wonderfully bowled by Rohit Bangash. He's such a good young talent. Nicely bowled. Change of pace. This game is getting slightly away from CSS. At this stage of the game, they were cruising along, but those 2 wickets just change it up. Fine margins. Crucial games like this, I think nerves plays a huge part. That may well be a wide, yes. 2 wide of off stump and swinging away. Rojit is trying to find a boundary. That's the 3rd wide of the over, so bonus runs coming CSS way. Second quarter final of UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025 is on the line. Place in the semi-finals or nothing. A lot is on stake. Slow delivery and it's going to be another wide. Well. Rohit won't be happy because he's just leaking extras at the moment. In a crucial phase of the game like this. He is too good a bowler to be making such mistakes, I would say. Perhaps he's just struggling with the direction, and that's good to see the captain walking up to him just to calm him down. Saqib Mahmood is an experienced captain, and Rohit knows it. He's gone back over the wicket now. Oh, that be another wide, yes. Clearly struggling with direction. Round the wicket or over the wicket. At the moment, Rohit is leaking a lot of extras, which is certainly hurting VN Shipping. We'll be hoping that he finishes off well here. A couple of boundaries and all of a sudden CSS will feel like they're in control. Fine margins here. This is tense. This is enthralling stuff. A lot of nerves from both sides. Fine. Safir Tarak with a desperate dive. If fine leg does well, I think his leg buys. Rojit will feel like he just missed out on an opportunity. Fine leg was up in the ring. Any sort of bat on that one, that would have raced away for 4. Wasn't a great delivery from Rohit. 108 for 5 after 15.3 overs. 43 required. Nice shot through the offside. Pressure on Ozarman in the deep, who does well. Good clean pick-up and throw. It's been a long over. Rohit will be hoping that he doesn't leak a boundary. Outside edge. That will fly. Fine third man. 4 runs. Third man was square. So a productive over for CSS. That boundary really helps their cause. They required 39 of the last 4. Have a look at that one. Outside half of the bat. Third man was up in the ring. And there was a deep point. Couldn't get across to that one. And of 16 overs. It's going to be Uzair Khan into the attack. Left arm over the wicket. Interesting shot there from Wardia. Trying to go fine in the third man. Inside the ring. Trying to put off Uzair. They need 38 of 23 deliveries. It could be anybody's game. Tight over here will put VN Shipping in front. Whereas decent over for CSS, something around 10-12 runs could really change the momentum here. Navardia looking to play those big shots. 2 dots under pressure from Uzair Khan. That's where he thrives. He thrives under pressure. He's just tailor-made for these sort of situations. Such a smart operator. Goes about things in a very calculated manner. He's got decent piece of willow on it, and a little fumble from Daniel allows them to come back for the second. Certainly the dew really taking its toll now. There you see Uzair just making sure that he dries up the ball. Had a decent amount of control on it, because when you aiming with the wet ball, those Yorkers becomes very difficult to bowl. 36 more required. Uzair to Navardia. Makes room. Works it on the onside. Will just be a single. Uzair has fielded really well. 35 of 21. They need a boundary here, one feels. Second quarter final of Abu Dhabi UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. It's on the line. Exciting times. A lot on stake here. Winners will go through to the semi-finals, whereas the team which loses, they're out of the tournament. So it's high pressure time here. Slow delivery in the air. Uzair paddling back. Mid-off coming around. It's Nadeem who takes that very good catch. Under pressure. That's an excellent catch. Mid-off was up in the ring. And that's the end of Rojit Ganesh. Another very good change of pace. Superbly bowled leading edge. It was Nadeem who really looking up. He was thinking Uzair was coming around. But an excellent catch. 6 down for 116. $116 for 6. Uzair, he's been superb in this, over 3 runs and a wicket. Danish Sarhadi comes in. Beats him. Terrific over from Uzair Khan comes to end. 35 required of the last 3 for CSS Group. $35 of the last 3. It's going to be Rohit Bangish to bowl his last over. Short and wide. And Nordia missed out on opportunities. Just looking at the square leg umpire to check whether it was over the head. Now, says the umpire. Can you get that cut shot away? The opportunity was there. The third man is in place, the deep point. Nordia 5 of 10 under pressure. This is getting away from CSS. They will have to hit few boundaries to take this game into the last over. Oh, this could be 6 with Offord. A much needed blow here from Navordia. This time he latches to something wide of off stump. It was short, it was asking for trouble. And have a look at that for a shot. He keeps the hopes alive. Goes deep into the crease. And he went up and over backward point. Sails over the head of that fielder. Zaman. Pressure back on Rohit here. 29 of 16. Will it be a slow ball? Up and over. This could be more runs. Yes, 4 more. It's Navordia with a lovely glide over the keeper's head. He went short again. Rohit straight away. Safir Tarak walking up to him. This is pressure now. It's not great bowling. He's got to go full length Yorkers here. Perhaps the change of pace. 10 runs of the first 3. Pressure back on Vegan chipping here. This is enthralling stuff. What a game for our viewers around the world. There's some self-belief from Navodia. 25 of 15. of 16 deliveries. Very good comeback. That's the length he needs to bowl. They already got 10 runs, so 15 of 25. It's a matter of couple of big blows here. Can he get one more? I think Rohit has gone full now. Still, there's mid-off up in the ring, extra cover in the ring. He's got to look to hit him straight through the offside. These are the boundary options. Also fine leg up in the ring. Navodia makes room, slow delivery, brilliantly ball. Not great batting. I think he's just backing away too much. He's just moving around the crease a bit too much for my liking. 3 dots, 6 and 4. So good comeback here from Rohit. Still, he's got one more delivery remaining. He's got to stay still. Don't back away. Give himself a chance to hit a boundary. Crucial last ball. Inside edge. It will run down to fine leg for 4. That's a crucial boundary to end the over. That leaves 21 to get off the last 2. We are in for a cracker. Have a look at that. Advancing down the pitch, yorked himself, but that bottom edge just went past fine leg for a crucial boundary. 21 to get off the last 2. "21 of the last 2. It's going to be Uzair Khan to bowl his last over. Game is on the line. Danish Reddy, he's just faced one delivery. He's got to get something on it and perhaps give the strike back to Navodia. They got to play it smartly. Keep your shape and look to hit straight well. That's good fielding.
Well, this was expected. A high-octane game, second quarter final, and I suppose we are going in the last over. But now the problem lies is that who is going to be bowling the last over? Because Saqib is done for the night, Rohit is done for the night, Uzair is bowling his last over. So the options you have for the last over is Mohammad Nadeem, Daniel Liaquat, and Uzair Maan, who hasn't bowled well. So this is where they would want to ensure get at least 7-8 runs in this over. Worked away towards long on, only a single.
That's an excellent point, and that's what will be going through the mind of Saqib Mahmood. Working through, it all depends on this over. I think it's a right move that he's gone with his premium bowler in this over. But if Uzair goes for 7-8, that leaves about 12-13 to get. And to give it to a spinner with a left-hander in is also a risk. It will be a lot of decision-making in his head to go with it. But for right now, for CSS, they got to be smart.
Yeah, absolutely. So much is going to be dependent in this over. Uzair Maan. I think he's going to be bowling the last over. And talking about Uzair Khan, he just needs to hold his nerves. It's game of nerves now. They are fighting it for the spot in the semi-finals, and there's a lot at stake. There is pressure mounting. Short delivery, beautifully disguised once again. This is very smart bowling by Uzair, and each dot delivery will put CSS under immense pressure.
Great length, that slow bouncer, not giving pace. And that's obvious at the moment. Short third man and point inside the ring, those two fielders. So obviously he's going to bowl lots of cutters. He's got big boundaries on the leg side, square leg, mid wicket, and long on back. Mid off is up in the ring. So nobody, he's just got to be smart enough to read the bowler. Advancing down the pitch. Doesn't get past mid off. Good stuff here from Uzair.
Two very, very important deliveries coming up. They need a boundary from somewhere. Because if Uzair, he gives only singles or doubles, that's going to be like 15, 16 runs in the last over. And whosoever bowls the last over, those are a lot of runs to be achieved in the last over. And there will be a lot of pressure on Danish and Navodia. I think now Danish will have a free hand. And the instructions will be pretty much clear from Navodia. Go for it. This is a big ball coming. Need to get a boundary in this over. Need to get closer. It's still 19 runs required. Uzair steaming in once again. Swing and a miss. Dot delivery. It's just getting out of the hands of CSS, and you can see on the other end Navodia, he was dejected.
I think he just got carried away by just moving his feet outside leg stump. I think he just need to stay as still as possible and watch that board closely. There's tension. Umar Rashid there and Sajad Malook also looking at things pretty closely along with the match referee.
Yeah, they're smiling now. They do believe that now they've got a chance to win this game, not before this over. This is skied up in the air. Who wants it? Uzair, he's called it. And what a brilliant take. It was miles in the air. Look at that celebration. The jubilation says it all.
More importantly, it's not only a wicket, but it's a dot ball. What an over from this champion cricketer. And they all gather around him and congratulating him. That was a high ball. And he wanted it. Boy, did he commit for that one. It went a long way up. Danish Reddy going for that big one. Look at him. He had to go about 10 to 15 yards to get to the ball. Kept his eyes. It was Adib Usmani's catch. And look at him go. What a catch. What a committed cricketer he is. And he's made VN Shipping favourites here going into the last over. Terrific stuff.
What a brilliant over we witnessed. The penultimate over by Uzair Khan. He's put his team into a commanding position now. There's a lot of runs, 19 to win. And it's Nadeem. It's not going to be easy. Short delivery. This is skied up in the air. It's gone nowhere. But they have to come back for the second. Haider Razak. He's denied the second. And over to you, Haider Razak. He too can tonk a few, but it's just a bit too much to ask now. 18 and the last 5 deliveries, pretty much doable. You never know, just one maximum. There will be a bit of panic coming in the camp of TVSL.
Absolutely. And with Haider Razak, he's got the ability. Can he produce a couple of solid blows here? Oh, that was in the slot. That was in the slot. You will feel like you missed out on an opportunity here, Heather Razak.
Yeah, it's just not all that easy to just straight away come in and hit a huge six on the very first ball. And under these kind of circumstances, just becomes a bit too tough. Still possible. They need a maximum. Navodi is the man who's been scoring runs. He goes long, he goes high, and he finds the fielder, but it's put down. It's Nasir Faraz, who's not having a great tournament when it comes to his catching in this tournament. And that's not the first time we're seeing him putting a catch down.
Yeah, he is just struggling at the moment, Nasir Faraz. But importantly, that delivery just gone for a single. Nadeem is doing a fantastic job. Oh, again, clever bowling it into the surface. This is pretty much done and dusted now. 15 to get of the last two. CSS will feel they had their moments in this game. Unfortunately, just when it really mattered, they couldn't really execute those skills. Hit hard, straight. 4. Bit too late here. That leaves them 11 to get. Just one delivery remaining. Nadeem has done a good job under pressure. As a spinner, it's not easy to bowl the last over. But the real star was Uzair, who really bowled fantastically well. The penultimate over. Pulled away. And pulled away for a single. The VN Shipping, they managed to restrict them below that target of 151. A tremendous victory, well led by Saqib Mahmood. Under pressure, the bowlers responded, and Uzair Khan was the star. They go through to the semi-finals. Karwan is already in the semi-finals, so those two teams from today's first and second quarterfinal, they have qualified for the semi-finals. It will be very interesting to see tomorrow. 2 more quarterfinals coming up. Volcano Sports Academy taking on 7 districts, and Abu Dhabi Smashers will be taking on Royal Gujarat Falcons. That's the batting guard. Abhiram Brithwik went for 6, 15 for Ranjit Mani, 20 for Alban Elias. They were in the hunt when they lost Rais Ahmed for 38, 18 for Rojit Ganesh, a duck for Keshav Sharma, 27 for Navodia, who fought hard but just not could get his team over the line. 141 for 7 in 20 overs. As far as the bowling is concerned, ever reliable Saqib Mahmood was economical, none for 25. 2 wickets there for Rohit. It's touch expensive, but pick of the bowlers for me. Look at those figures. 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 wickets. It's Uzair Khan who made the real difference. Mohammad Nadeem, as a spinner, he's done an okay job. 1 for 30, 2 wickets for Danial Liaquat. He was the game changer as well at one stage when they were cruising along. That's the match summary. Batting first, the VN Shipping 150 for 5, 28 for Nadeem, 23 for Khalid Shah, 2 wickets each for Rais Ahmed and Nipan Babu. In reply, they fell short, 141 for 7, 38 for Rais, 27 for Novodia, 2 wickets for Zair Khan, Danial Liaquat and Mohammad Rohit Bangash. And VN Shipping, they have won by 9 runs. We'll take a short break, and on the other side, we'll be back with the post-match presentation ceremony.
Check, check, check. Welcome to the post-match presentation of UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. It was the second quarter-final here and TVSL batting first, scoring 150 in the allotted 20 overs. In reply, CSS, they managed to score only 141 and TVSL in the end, they won this game by 9 runs. It's time now to invite our match official, Mr. Bilal Pasela, to hand over the player of the match. And the player of the match goes to Uzair Khan for his brilliant bowling performance. 4 overs, 13 runs, 2 important wickets and 15 dot deliveries in a span of 4 overs. Magnificent bowling performance by a champion bowler. Uzair Khan, congratulations. What a brilliant bowling performance. Talk us through about the game. In this innings, we saw that the opponents, they were cruising along and the match was pretty much out of your hands. What was going through your mind in between?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, thanks to Almighty Allah, and of course, this ground is a bit tricky, and I have played a lot of cricket way back in Abu Dhabi. So, when we scored around 150 runs, I told them that the teammates that we need to stick around. You never know, because even sometimes 12 balls, 12 runs, I have seen that couldn't able to chase. So we need to stick around, and we just bowled into the channels. Alhamdulillah, we did it in the end.
Well, we have seen in the past, Uzair Khan, you are such a bowler that you adapt to any kind of situations, any kind of wickets, and today you came on to bowl the penultimate over. Was there any pressure?
To be honest, no, because it's cricket. You have good days and you have bad days, but to be honest, you just need to stick to the basics. And whenever as a bowler you bowled 1 over, you get the feel of the wicket that what it gonna be, do and in the later part of the game. So Alhamdulillah, after my first over, I just made my mind to bowl in the normal channel.
Last question. Who do you want to dedicate this player of the match?
This one is for my mother, and she always prays for me, and this one for her.
Congratulations, Uzair Khan. You were absolutely sensational. Congratulations. Best of luck for the semi-finals.
Thank you so much.
That was Uzair Khan with his brilliant bowling performance. We're done and dusted with the second quarterfinals. Do join us tomorrow for another exciting day of cricket. Until then, God bless and goodbye.